Hi everyone. Yeah, this is the third session for this week. As we know, we are mainly looking into the observability part actually. In the previous session, we tried to setting up the Grafana and Prometheus, but unfortunately we faced some issues. But thankfully we have go through the Azure monitor part so that we are able to understand what are the insights, what are the metrics, logs and all. We also discussed about the log analytics workspace as well. Today we will be more discussing on that Grafana and Prometheus. That's what we are looking into. Let's hope we will not face any issues this time because it's like some kind of issues that we are getting from that Azure portal. So first of all, what I'm doing is like I'll do a few things. I need an AKS cluster. Okay, I need an AKS cluster. In this cluster, actually, I'll do my I will install HELM, which is a package manager, and I will install Grafana and Prometheus. Okay, and we will look into the dashboards of Grafana. Okay, these are the main agenda of today's session. Let's see how we can go through it. Okay, so first of all, we need to configure one AKS cluster. Let me create one cluster for now. I'm just going through this. Sorry. Create RG. Test. One. I'm just creating a few things. Okay, I'm just going through it very fast because this is not the topic that we will be discussing about. We will be mainly discussing about this configuring Grafana and Prometheus. So now I'm creating a cluster for that. Let me finish that it off. I'm not configuring that much things over here. I'm just using a basic thing. So here I'm just using a manual scale method and I'm only going with the 2 node count for now. And apart from this, I'm not doing anything. I'm not enabling any insights or manage Prometheus from here. I'm creating it the help of help packages. Let me see if it is possible to create it. The previous session, we faced some issues while creating it. Let the validation brings in and let's see how it goes. Okay, thankfully it's showing we are able to create it. Let me create it. Let it create. Meanwhile, I'll bring you into the the HELM. Actually, what is HELM and all things I will cover. Let me take something. I'm audible, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes.
So do we always have to go with the AKS if in case we have to go with Grafana? Like, is it mandatory to go with AKS only, or we can go with any other container?
Yeah, any other, like currently we are mainly into Azure, right? So that's why we are focusing on AKS. Even if you need to leverage it on AWS, like AWS EKS or Google's GKE, that's fine. You can take it, no issues.
Okay. Okay.
Because the Helm is, for example, it is like we are installing Helm. Okay, what Helm will do is Helm is, for example, if we need to install Docker in a machine, let's say in a VM, we need to install Docker. What all things we need to do? Actually, there is some sort of script that we need to run, right?
Yes.
There are few steps that we need to run. And there is one another way we can store this script into a sh file, bash file, right? And we can run that so that it will run automatically and it can be installed. I showed it in
Yeah.
some
Yes. Yes.
session, right? Okay,
Yes,
that's
sir.
also possible. But the idea is like we need to do some scripts, which means there are some kind of steps we need to follow. Like first we need to run this script, second we need to run another, like this, right? So
Okay.
even if we are installing Docker, like sometimes in Docker case it will not be there. Like if we need to create a Docker container or something, we need Docker, right? So that's a dependency. Like that, actually, for all those applications or whatever we are installing, there are some steps or something that we need to follow, right? So maybe there are some dependent packages has to be in place, then only it will install. That kind of scenarios it will happen, right? So to
Okay.
avoid that kind of situations, actually we are using Helm. Okay, Helm is actually a package manager. Okay, it's a package manager. What it will do is like it will have repositories and it will have a list of packages in place. For example, if I'm saying for Grafana, okay, or Prometheus, okay, this Helm has a package. Okay, package repository we can go. Okay,
Okay.
so what will happen is if we install the Helm in our system, then what happens is using this, if we call this repository with the help of Helm, if we call the package repository of Grafana or Prometheus, what happens is it will bring all the packages that is required for this stack. It will be available in our system. Okay, which
Okay.
means we don't need to install one and all, one by one and all. Okay, we can, every packages will be available, which is required for the Grafana or Prometheus. It will be installed with the help of package manager. So it will, the idea is like with the help of Helm, every packages that we need to run a Grafana or Prometheus will be available once we run the Helm commands. Do you get that?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. So that's the idea. Let's see. Okay, it's creating. Actually, it's creating. Okay. So for example, if we need to install some other, okay, any other packages, like if we need to install Nginx or some other things, there are some called Datadog, which is another monitoring, or we need to use some Apache server, whatever packages we need, there are packages which is available in the repositories of Helm so that it can bring it to the server and it makes available, like the packages will be available like that it will take.
Oh,
Okay.
so Helm is basically acting as a repository.
Yeah, acting as a package manager. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And the backend, we can call it as the backend, is there will be a lot of repositories along with that, which is mentioning what all the stack we need. For example, Grafana stack they need, then they will have that corresponding packages available, so they can bring it to our server and it will be available in our server, so that we don't need to install anything one by one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Let me check whether it is created. Oh, thankfully it is created. Okay, then let me create a VM also. I'm creating a VM. Okay, these are something else that I don't need for now. Let's just go test. Okay, this is my. Let me create a VM. Virtual machine. I'm creating a virtual machine. Okay, and Ubuntu one, just to manage all these things.
Okay.
Okay, VM test monitoring. Now available on infrastructure means require Ubuntu server into 4. I'm using a password for now. And let me take that username, admin user. And password. Oh, sorry. Okay, now it's available. I'm making HTTP and HTTPS also. Okay. For later purpose, I may need that. That's why I'm opening it. Next disk. I'm only going with a standard SSD. I don't need a premium one. Networking, let them, I don't have any VNet in place, so let them create one. Okay. I'm only using that basic things only. I don't need to use. Great, validation is done. Let them create. Meanwhile, I'll pull out something for you. What I'll do, right? I'll be looking into some other steps too, some other streams in the sense, what all things we need to install in the VM to handle all those things. Okay, that also you can understand. Once you are using your VM, if you are installed all this, then you don't need to install it anything like after that. But if we are taking one VM or something, sometimes we need that again. So let that Ubuntu is up and running. Okay, it's available. Great. Okay, for now that's also available. Let me take this. Budget monitoring. Okay, these much things I have for now, and let me take few other things too. Okay. So it's up and running. Let me go to that VM and I'm taking that IP of that to take an SSH. SSH. Okay, that comes from SSH admin Azure @IP. Yes. I'm taking the password. Okay, password. Okay, I am into that this thing. And now let me run few things. Few things in the sense I need to install Azure CLI. Okay, Azure CLI. Azure CLI is something like a command interface. So if you search for Azure CLI, basically Azure CLI is something that we can use to create and create resources and all. Same way we created the in the portal now, like that we can create resources with the help of Azure CLI as well. For that, we need to install that Azure CLI. Okay. To install the actually here one command is install with one command. If you click, if we run this, it will install that.
So are we installing the CLI in the virtual machine?
Yes, yes, yes. This is now we are accessing virtual machine. So I am installing Azure CLI. Okay. It will help us to create and manage Azure resources with the from the command line.
Okay.
Meanwhile, let them create. Meanwhile, this is Helm. Okay, Helm's web page. So if you go through it, you will get a introduction on what it is Helm and what all things Helm is doing. Okay, it will give you an how can you what for what all purposes you can use Helm and all. Okay, and it will give you so how to install that and all these things can be taken from here. Here, if you see here, these are the commands that we need to run to install a helm. Okay. Basically, what happens is it will download one file called get helm.sh from this location. Okay. And next chmod is like we are providing some kind of permissions, right? So 700 permissions that we are providing to that sh. Okay, that file. And
Okay.
we are running that. That's the 3 steps we need to install Helm. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is, see, I just put those 3 things. First is curl of SSL like that link, then giving that giving that permission to this, and then the third 3 commands. Okay. And let me check whether okay Azure CLI is installed. Then the next thing is we have a case cluster in place. So you know kubectl is one of the command line tool that we will be using for managing what Kubernetes, right? So we need to
Yes.
install that also. Okay. It is basically to for managing that. Okay. For managing a Kubernetes cluster, we need a CLI. We are
Okay.
using kubectl. Okay.
Okay.
And here, if you see here, these are the commands that we need to use to install kubectl.
Okay. So,
Okay.
sir, what is this page, sir? Where are you saving all this command in?
Sorry.
Like, what? I mean, is it a notepad?
Yeah, this is a notepad. Notepad.
Oh, okay.
This is notepad plus plus. Okay. This is a notepad plus plus. Okay. A normal editor only, nothing else. Okay.
Okay.
And what I'm doing is, okay, Azure CLI is installed. Next, what I will do, right? I'll be installing kubectl. Okay. So for that purpose, what I'm doing is, I'll create a file vim kubectl.sh. Okay. kubectl.sh. It will open. So this is the commands that we need to run to install kubectl. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, it is there. It is there. If you go here in the documentation, I think getting started somewhere it is there. Learning environment concept. So practices. I think 1 second. See, it is already here. You can take it from there. What I did was I copied this first URL. Then it is optional, so we don't need to use that. Install kubectl second command and the third command.
Okay. So you all
Okay.
gathered together in Notepad.
Yeah, I took all the. Okay, then WQ colon WQ to save it. Okay, then I need to run this, give some this thing now, give some permission to execute, which means chmod plus X. Plus X is executable permission. Then I'm giving that. Okay, then I'm running it. Okay, bash kubectl.sh. Okay, it is taking. Okay, it is giving installed and it is giving the version. So kubectl is installed. Okay. The next thing that I need to do is like, I'll need to install HELM. Okay. So let me install HELM also. Vim helm.sh. If you have any doubt, just interrupt and ask. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just copy pasting it. Escape colon WQ enter. Then okay, what I need to do? Bash helm.sh. Helm is installed. Okay.
Okay.
See, you can see now.
Okay. HELM install. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, what it is doing, it is like only all these commands are installing. That's it.
Okay.
So it is better to have this kind of file so that task will be done easily.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what we need to do is like currently what we installed, Helm is installed and kubectl is available. AZ login, sorry, Azure CLI is also available. So then we have our cluster in place. For that purpose, what we are doing is, first of all, to connect with the this thing cluster. I'll go to this cluster. I need to connect it to it, right? So I'm clicking option connect option. So it will give us those windows. So Azure CLI, I need to do AZ login. Okay. So let me do that. AZ login. If I click click enter, it will give a prompt. Okay, it will open one window browser or something. To remove that, I am using use device code. Okay. So what happens is it will give me a URL and a code over here so that I can copy that URL. See, I can copy this URL and I can put it over here. Just run it. Then it will show to enter a code. I need to copy and I need to paste it over here. Then next, then it will be asking to login. So I just click on next. So it will be
Available. Yeah, the same thing we have done like before.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going
So for
through.
the YouTube clone, we did the same thing for the YouTube clone, right?
Yeah. So I just cleared it. Okay. And see, now everything is installed. Okay. And what I need to do is like I need to connect it to it. So let me account set subscription download cluster credential. This we need to do. This we need to do because we need to add this as a context. Okay. Then what happens? We will be able to access this cluster. Okay. So I'm just copying from here. Okay. I'm just copying from here and I'm just pasting it over here. So what it happens is ACAKS get credentials. Okay. It is fetching the credentials and from the resource group, the name and all. Okay.
Okay.
It will give us, okay, the context is fine. It is available. Great. Give me a moment. I'll be on mute for a few seconds. Okay. A few minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So here what I did was I just tried to get the ports since we don't have any workloads running in that default namespace. It is not giving us. Okay. And I just get the nodes. Okay. I have two nodes. One is like the two IDs as you can see. And I also get the namespace. If you remember what's the namespace? Namespace is something like a logical separation of the uh, ports and all that we have in the Kubernetes. Okay. For example, if there are, see, there are 4 namespaces by default. Okay. So these 3 are completely for Kubernetes and all, AKs and all. Whenever we are like connecting to a Kubernetes cluster, this default namespace will be there. Okay. So if we are creating some deployments and all, by default, the deployments, ports, all things will be created inside this namespace. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just refreshing it to get your knowledge. That's it. And now what I need to do is like, I need to like install that. Like mainly we will be going into the Prometheus and Grafana implementation. Okay. For that purpose, actually what we need to do is, before that, let's see, there is one option. like to check with the Helm version. Okay, Helm version client. Okay, we have some kind of version is available, so that's fine. Now
Yeah,
we need to sorry.
so basically, did we just connect this virtual machine to the Kubernetes cluster?
What we did was we created a virtual machine, we created an AKS cluster, we installed Azure CLI, we installed kubectl, we
Yeah.
installed HELM. Okay.
But after that, we connect, right?
Yeah, we connected. No, that's why we connected. No, this is how we connected. No, we created that AKS. So we connected to that. You can see merge AKS testing monitoring as the current context, which means whatever the ports, we can interact it with the help of kubectl.
Okay.
Okay, we
So
only
we can.
created cluster. We didn't create anything inside that.
Okay. Okay.
That's why it is empty.
Okay.
Okay. Do you remember if we have one YAML file, deployment YAML and service YAML, then we can provide like create some resources and all, right? Ports and all.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now what we are doing is we are provisioning this Prometheus and Grafana stack in this cluster. Okay, to monitor the cluster. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, there are applications. Applications are releasing day by day, right? Every day application updates and all are coming in, and you can see that beta versions are available, right? Also there are stable versions are available, right? Sometimes it called LTS version also. Are you aware about this beta version and stable version?
Yeah, those are the app versions, right?
Yeah, beta is mostly a testing one. So whenever a new software is released, the first one is beta one, and then after resolving the bugs and all, then the stable version will be released. Which means
Okay.
developers on all those things can access beta. Mainly for us, it is better to have some kind of stable versions. Okay.
Okay.
So for that purpose, as I told you, in Helm, there are a lot of packages running in. Okay. And we need to take the stable ones. Okay. We don't need to go for any beta ones. We need to go to a stable ones. Okay. For that purpose, there is one command called helm repo. As I said, no, there are a lot of repos associated with Helm. Helm repo add stable. Okay, we are adding stables one. Okay, and there is one
Okay.
URL for that. This is the URL. Okay, the purpose is we are adding a repo which is stable. Why we are adding this is after installing Helm, we are adding the repo so that we can search for the packages which is related to Grafana and Prometheus. Got it?
Okay.
That's why we are adding this repo.
Okay.
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 Okay. Stable has been added to your repository. So we can search for that. Okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So,
Hmm.
what is that HTTP link is for?
Yeah, this is the
Is a
URL.
package, right?
Yeah, like the packages are coming from this. I can show you.
Okay.
See, you can see that there are lot of things.
Yeah, all packages now.
Okay, we can search for it. Okay, this
Okay.
is basically, see, you can go for this, you can go for this. Lot of hubs are there. Also, there are contributors, different ways actually.
Okay.
Okay. So here you can see a lot of pages, GitHub related things. Basically, it's fetching some that details from it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So we
Yeah,
are
okay, sir.
adding that repo. This is a GitHub repo actually.
Okay.
Hmm? And now see here you can see that Helm stable. Helm must be installed to use the charge, right? And once Helm is set up properly, add repo as follows. See this repo we need to add. That's what we added.
Okay.
Okay. After this is installed, we can search for repos table. Okay. It will give us a list.
Okay.
I can show you. Help search repos table. See, you can see a lot of, right? See here, Prometheus is there, Prisma, a lot of things. For example, if I lot of lists, see,
So those are all packages, sir.
yeah, all packages. See, AWS, Bitcoin, set manager,
Okay.
what I can say as Elasticsearch, HCD, Express Gateway, FluentD, which is a related to some kind of monitoring, G Cloud endpoints, Ghost, Grafana, see Hadoop, Helm exporter.
We need Grafana, right?
Yeah. I'll come to that. So Joomla, K8, Sport Scheduler, Kibana. Kibana is one of the open source thing. What, damn, Magento. So my MySQL, okay, MongoDB, Nginx, see Nginx, PostgreSQL, Prometheus, and all. Okay, so which means these much repositories are available for us. Did you get the
Okay.
idea?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Now what we need to do is like we need to add one repository, which is a Prometheus community. Okay. Grafana is the stack that we need. We are integrating what Prometheus and Grafana. Okay.
Okay.
So for that purpose, currently what we add, we added stable. Okay. Similarly, we'll be adding one more what repo. Okay, help repo add Prometheus community. Okay, this is the repo name.
Okay.
And I have a URL as well. This is the URL. If I go to the URL, see there are a lot of things that we can see.
So where did you got this URL from?
Yeah, this is actually this is the see if you search for Prometheus. 1 second. Prometheus Helm repo. This one. You can just search for it and it will give you.
Okay.
See, if you click on here, it will give, see, Helm repo at Prometheus community, right?
Yes.
It is an established one. Prometheus and Grafana is open source, so it have community. It's a community URL also. We are taking that repo called Prometheus community from this. Got it?
Okay.
Do you have any questions? Just ask.
No, sir, no questions.
Is that fine?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. How we added stable? Same way we are adding Prometheus community.
Okay.
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 Okay. Prometheus community has been added. Okay. Here what we did, after adding that stable repo, we search for what stable, right?
Stable, yeah.
Here what we will do, we will just use the help search repo. Which repo we have added already? Prometheus community, right?
Yes.
Then let me add it. See, in this Prometheus community, we have a lot of stacks, right?
Okay.
Lot of things. In Prometheus Alert Manager, Jira Alert, Prometheus stack, lot of things we have, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, is it good to go? Till this is
Yeah,
fine?
yes, sir. Yeah,
Right.
we just like mentioned like in stable life we got many repository, and in same Prometheus and we also got like many repositories in it.
Yeah. Basically, the purpose is if we need to use some kind of like packages, we will add that repo. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So here we are consuming Prometheus community. So we are using Prometheus community repo along with the URL that we have, which is associated to the repo. So that repo will be added into our repositories, and we will search for it, what all things we have. So
Okay.
here in the Prometheus, we have a lot of things, right? Lot of repositories available. Anyone we can use.
Okay.
Till this is fine, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now I'm coming back to Kubernetes cluster. Okay. Currently, we have one AKS cluster, right? We have created one AKS cluster with like we have created. I'm using it as a box. Okay. And we have how much node pools? One node pool, and we have two nodes, right?
Yes.
Node 1 and node 2. Do you remember here we are able to see two node pool, right? Two nodes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, till this. Okay. Then what we are doing is, as I said, no, we can like the deployments will be normally going into which namespace? Default namespace. Okay. So if we are running anything by default, the applications report and all things will be created in default namespace. Namespace is a logical segregation. So from one namespace to another namespace, it can't communicate unless and until we configure something. Okay.
Okay.
So here what we are doing is, next we are going to create Prometheus namespace. Okay. Okay, got it?
Okay.
Okay. So since we need to create a namespace in AKS, which is a Kubernetes cluster, what thing we need to use? We need to use kubectl, right? That is the command line that we are using to interact with AKS, correct?
Okay. But sir, like, did we actually already installed Grafana, or we have to still install?
Yeah. We didn't install the Grafana. We only added the repositories.
Okay. So still we have to install it, right?
Yeah, now we need to install. So
Okay.
these repo and all things are added to our local only, which means to this virtual machine only. We didn't add Helm and all these packages to anything into clusters, right? If we need to interact with the cluster, then we need to use kubectl. Here what we
Yeah.
added is we only like adding some repos with the help of Helm.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
till now it's fine, right?
Yeah, yes, sir, fine.
Okay. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to create a namespace. For that, actually namespace is in Kubernetes cluster, right? So for that, we need to interact with the kubectl. So with the help of kubectl, I'm creating a namespace. So kubectl create namespace. Namespace. I'll name it as Prometheus. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So namespace is created. See, here I listed kubectl get namespace, right? These much namespaces are there earlier, right? Kubectl get namespace. I only have these 4 namespaces. Now let me try to get it. Kubectl get namespace. What happens?
Prometheus is added.
Okay. So now we will be leveraging everything into this namespace. Okay. Okay.
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So now the next thing is we need to install Prometheus. Okay. So when it is that fine? Are you
Yeah,
following?
yes, sir. Yeah, till now we just got the repositories, but now we are installing it.
Yeah. Yes. Now we are going to install the Prometheus to this. When I say Prometheus, Grafana will be also along with that. Okay.
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 It's a combo that we can call.
Okay.
Okay. To install that, we have another command. Okay. HELM install stable Prometheus community. Actually, from here we need to take this one. This one. Prometheus community cube Prometheus stack. Okay. I'm taking it. To which namespace? Prometheus.
Prometheus.
Yeah. So we need to mention the namespace along with the -n. Otherwise, what happens? It will install to default.
Okay.
Okay. We always need to mention the namespace. Okay, let me run it. Let it take some time. Okay, I got a response. What? Namespace Prometheus status deployed, right? Cube Prometheus tag has been installed. Okay,
Okay.
is that fine?
Yeah, so that means like Grafana is installed then.
Yeah, we can see. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
So now we will get the kubectl get ports. Okay.
Okay.
What happens? No resources found in which namespace?
Kubectl.
See, which namespace we are currently looking? It is showing no resources found in default namespace, right?
Yeah, default.
Yeah. Why it is taking default namespace?
Because we didn't mention name Prometheus, right?
Yes, exactly. So we need to pass these values also. Then only we will be able to get the ports in that namespace.
Yeah.
See, now we are able to see.
No, good.
So alert manager, it is installed. See, a lot of things it's installed, right? Grafana, we can see, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that installation is completed actually.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me see what all services. Actually, these are the ports that we have installed. So Prometheus and Grafana is installed. I need to check which all services is there. We are using services for what? To expose, right? To expose the application, we are using services. For that, let
Yes.
me take a look into that. Kubectl, get SVC. SVC or service we can use. Okay, either service or SVC.
Okay.
SVC minus n Prometheus.
Okay.
Okay, see, there are a
Stable Grafana.
lot of things created, right?
Yes.
Alert manager for all. It is cluster type cluster IP, and it is having it don't have any external IP in place. It is also like all have some kind of cluster IPs.
Okay.
So which means basically we need to confirm that the installation is completed. Okay, got it.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see here the cluster IP means we can't access this. It is actually the private IPs. We need actually what external IPs, right? Then only we will be able to expose.
Yes, sir.
For that purpose, we will be using, like we will edit the deployment. Sorry, we will edit the services. These are the services. This is currently not exposing. So what I will do, right? I'll be exposing that. Okay.
Okay.
So for that purpose, I'm editing what this services and Grafana, both things. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this one and this one. To edit that, what is the command? Kubectl edit. What we are going to edit? A service we are going to edit. So SVC, mention the name. Stable cube
But sir, why
Prometheus. Yeah,
why are we editing? Because we already got the IP addresses, right?
this
So
is
it's running.
private IP addresses. We will not be able to access this.
Okay.
These are private IP addresses, no?
Yeah.
If we need to access it, we need a public, right? We need to expose it.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay. Okay.
remember whenever we created some Nginx or something, we initially we have one private like customer IP, and we created an external IP with the help of a service. Do you remember?
Yeah. Right. 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 Right.
So we need to create an external IP for that. That's
Yeah.
why I'm creating that. So let me edit the Prometheus first. Okay, Prometheus first. Kubectl edit SVC stable. Okay. Then I need to mention what the namespace. I'm enter. Okay. So I got a like it is the YAML file basically. Okay, it is a configuration that we have.
Okay.
Here, let me try to edit. I put I, so it is we are able to install. So it is mentioning a lot of things from where that is installing, from what kind of like IP it is having, also what all IP family it is following, to which port it is exposing, to which all those things, what kind of protocol it is using, all those things it is there. Okay. And here the type is cluster IP. I'm changing
Okay.
this cluster IP to load balancer, okay? Okay,
Okay.
load balancer. Colon WQ. Okay. It's not changed. Let me edit it once again. And okay, it is not updated. Cluster IP. Let me try to change it to load balancer. Load balancer. Load balancer. Colon WQ. Okay, it is edited. See, you can see it is changed, right? Stable queue Prometheus load balancer. It is pending, right?
Yeah, pending.
Okay, let me take one more time. Okay, see, now I got one IP.
Yeah, so that's a public IP.
Yeah, that's a public IP. Similarly, I need to do for this Grafana also.
Okay.
Okay, so for that purpose, what I need to do, I need to edit this Grafana service. What was that service name? Stable Grafana, right? Stable Grafana, yes. Stable Grafana. Okay, let me edit it. Okay, I'm changing this type to load balancer. Okay, make sure that you are typing the values like capital L. Okay.
Okay.
Earlier I typed small letter. That's why it is giving us error.
Okay.
By mistakenly, I put it like that.
Okay.
So now it's also edited. Let me get the namespace. See, this is pending. Okay, now it's also available,
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Okay. Now let's see whether it's available. Grafana. What is the port? Okay, it is giving, right. Okay, see, it is coming. Grafana is coming. Email
Yeah,
username and
into
password.
Grafana.
Okay. So the username will be admin. Okay. And the password will be prom operator. It is a by default only. You can change it later. These are the username and password by default. Okay.
Okay.
I click on login.
And sir, uh, I mean, the earlier session, like when we created the Jenkins, right? So in that also, like we have asked the login ID and password. So what would be the login ID and password, sir?
Okay. For Jenkins,
Yeah, for Jenkins.
yeah, for Jenkins, it will be 1 second. Jenkins. Okay. Jenkins configuration. Because whenever we are in initial settings, okay, the password will be it will be available on the settings. So I can give you that. Just 1 second. So that will be available in one directory. Actually, that I got it. You need that username and password, right?
Yeah.
It will be available in something. Let me check whether it is. Um, It is available in the configuration file. In this location, it will be there.
Okay.
All right, or you can search for Jenkins surname and password default. Okay, then you will get. In one location it is there. I'll share that location.
Okay, sir. Yeah, you can share it after.
Yeah, in this location it will be there. In that machine, var lib Jenkins secret initial admin password. In this location, you will get that.
Okay.
Okay. That's the initial setup. You will get that, and you can log in with that.
Okay.
Okay. And here, see, this is the home page of that Grafana. And what we need to do is we need to add a dashboard. Okay. What I'll do, right? I'll click on this. Here is one option. So I'm importing a dashboard for easier purpose. Okay, we can create new dashboard and we can
Import.
like design those kind of images that we saw, right? We can do that,
Okay.
but there are some predefined setup is also there. So if we click import dashboard, it will show us some ID. We can put some ID, then it will give. Okay. There are some IDs 12740. Let me load. Okay. And the data source is Prometheus. Okay.
Okay.
Import. See.
So did you just put the ID like 12740? Is it I mean,
Yeah.
okay. It's a common ID.
Yeah, it is common for them. See. It will give you a list. You can take it from the Google. Okay. There are a lot of IDs available. See,
Okay.
top 30, I think here it may be there. You can get that values.
Okay.
Yes, we need to search it, that's it. Okay, see, it is giving network, what all things it is happening. Okay, we have Prometheus, right? Let me click on Prometheus. See, it is giving what kind of, okay, memory usage, not much memory usage, right? Total is 31 GB is available. Okay. It is giving us something, right?
So is it giving all those data of the cluster or?
Yeah, on cross, we can check it, see. We can see that like we can select default, we can select all, we can select Prometheus, right? Okay.
Yes.
These are the log that is basically happening in that okay. I'll give another one. Let me take another one. Import dashboard. 3119. Data source Prometheus import. Okay, this is another one. See, container CPU usage, container memory usage.
So
Since
this is all the information about the AKS, right?
Yeah, all these are details for, see, we have these Prometheus and defaulted where in our case, right?
Yes.
That's why it is giving.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let me take another two, import new dashboard 6417 load data sources Prometheus. Just deprecated. Okay, okay, this is something old one, I think. Without deprecation, notation, migration, please. Okay. So that is like deprecated and we need to migrate. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, it is giving number of nodes to nodes out of this nodes unavailable 0, ports running 24. It is giving us something, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like this, like we can get multiple dashboards. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite simple than the Azure Monitor.
Yes.
Well, like a lot of installation and all is there.
Yeah.
Like in Azure,
Basically, if
very
it
more.
is, but it will give more idea, like more visibility on the observation parts. We can take a
Yeah.
lot of things, right? Container, number
Yeah.
of containers running, float running. See, a number of nodes we can see, two numbers, nodes unavailable. So everything is available like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Get it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Also, there is an option like can create a new dashboard. Okay, we can add visualization, select data source as Prometheus. Okay, and here we can select the metrics. For example, there are a lot of metrics that it is giving.
But
From
sir,
here,
like in Azure monitoring, like we used to see the details of like networking insights, AKS insights, and like different insights, right? But here, like we are just seeing the AKS insight. That's it, not the networking insights and all. Like
here we can get all those things. Now we installed Grafana and Prometheus and all in AKS cluster. Okay,
yeah,
you can try to install Prometheus in a virtual machine. So you will get
okay,
similar kind of thing. There we have different ways, insights, metrics, loads and all. Okay.
okay,
Here we can create dashboards with the help of this Prometheus that we have installed in our resource, in our workload. Here we have using AKS. If we have VM, we have installed that in VM, then we can do that also. No issues. Got it?
okay,
Hmm?
okay, sir.
It is not dependent to any sources. It is like wherever that is installed, it will give that values. That's it.
Information, yeah.
Okay. Here there is a lot of values actually. Every value will not give you the result, maybe because the metrics are different. Let me see if I have something. First. See how much this thing is available. See, this much we can see this much metrics we can do. It is like not sure which one is available and not available. That's up to our request. For example, if they are saying, okay, we need to install the we need to this add one metric that we can do. Okay, see this kind of window it will give. or something others also, we can set it. Add to,
Yeah, like many details.
yeah, many details actually, right? So we can
Yes.
save it and all. I hope you got it.
Yeah, yes, I got it.
Dashboards. These are all the dashboards that we have imported. And it is not available. If we try to, okay. Let me try to run something. Give me a moment. Let me try to create an Nginx, okay, deployment, okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me create a deployment in Nginx. App is created. Kubectl gets ports. This time I'm taking it from, okay, Nginx is installed, okay. Nginx is running.
Okay.
Um, so you can see that it go upwards to the network input output. Default, hold, it came down. Containers, CPU percentage, memory usage, you can see now. Network, system CPU usage, no data. Yeah. See this much, all these things, all processing CPUs, all memories. See these much things that we can take it.
Is it for the Nginx, sir?
No, I just installed it to show that spike here. See,
Okay.
while I was installing it, that networking is like going up and then it came down, right? So
Okay.
I
Okay. Okay.
just wanted to show that the reflection, the changes is happening. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I hope you got that entire idea.
Yeah. Yes, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, this is what we tried yesterday and it is failed. Now it's working fine. So just try it out. Because to understand this is very much. So basically, Grafana is the dashboard, the portal that we will be using, and Prometheus is the agent that we will install.
Okay.
Okay, so I can explain that in another way. If I select import dashboard, okay. For example, I selected 3009 and I am clicking load. Okay, it is already there. So it is asking for a data source, right? So Prometheus is the data source, which means in this cluster, Prometheus is sending the details to Grafana, right?
Okay.
Okay, it's
So,
right.
but what about the other IP address, sir? Which is created
Yeah,
like the
actually,
key?
it is like that. There are different things actually, mainly like what we can say. There are matrices, node details, all these things that we can expose if needed. But here, Grafana is the dashboard that we are using now.
Yes, sir.
So we can
Main-
like we don't need to expose everything in publicly, right?
Yes.
Only required things can be exposed. And there
Okay.
are a lot of alert manager, lot of things are there. I hope so. This is the idea, and make sure that you have that like that kind of understanding of the things. Okay, I'll be sharing the document also. Okay, as a GitHub repository, so that you can explore it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, then this is all for today. This was a little bit lengthier session, but it was fruitful as well.
Yeah.
But it seems better. Like we finished that observability part on that, and then the next in the next sessions we can start with other stuffs as well. Okay,
Okay.
so basically we have covered the observability part. Actually, we didn't like mention like we haven't included a Helm in this, but I just covered Helm also. Okay, so that you
Okay.
can add Helm. Okay, you heard about it, and at least you know that it's a package manager and all right.
Yes, sir. So, and hopefully in the coming sessions, like, are we going to start the Terraform then?
Yeah, exactly. We will be starting Terraform. Okay,
Okay.
next sessions we can start with that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it for today. Let me finish it then. Okay. All the best, and just go through the recordings. I shared the previous recording as well. This will also I'll share in once I received it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All the
Definitely.
best. All
Thank you.
the best. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.